What up, YouTube fam? Welcome to Military Mondays. Man, I was about to be super late. As you guys can see, I got bags under my eyes. I'm so tired. I was kind of debating if I should come on here tonight, but I had to come on here. Excuse me for looking kind of in my pajamas. I'm comfortable, so I wanted to be me and organic as possible. So I'm just gonna jump into it. So I was debating doing Military Mondays solely for the fact that I already reserve Mondays for like mental health Mondays, but I am a veteran, so I figure it was kind of fair. I gotta represent my veteran side. So I'm like, I could have chosen Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I thought Mondays because it's military, they go together super, super, super well. So tonight I just kind of wanted to just kind of go off the grid. I don't have a script like I don't have like an official script like to go off of, but just a little background, I guess, about myself. So for those of you who may or may not know me, I was in the Navy for 6 years. I was stationed in California. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into detail where, but I was stationed in California for 6 years. And it was a very interesting career. I was stationed at two very different places. So, I had a very diverse experience, but I would say overall, it was a really good experience. It was stressful. It was stressful. Um, I was an IT, so that means I work with computers. So being in IT, I think in the Navy, I mean, you could ask anybody who's in IT, even not in the Navy. I mean, life for the most part is pretty good. But we had our stressful moments, and I think anybody who's a veteran or who was in the military or maybe knows someone who was in the military, it can be extremely stressful. So, like any military branch, I mean, it was very stressful. It was very hard sometimes. I decided, I'm sorry. I'm like, I can't even get my words out of my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am like fumbling my tongue. So, all right, you focus. So the reason I wanted to go in the Navy, I was 19 when I made the decision to go in the Navy. And, for the most part, I mean, I was a college student. I was 19 years old and I was just having fun, straight out of high school. I was in my second semester of college, so I had done like 30 credits, I think, or 32 credits worth of coursework. So, and I was pretty much an AV student, so I was doing pretty well in college, but I was just kind of bored, to be honest. I was just very bored. I was bored and I really didn't necessarily really know what to do with myself. And my father was also in the military, and I went to him one day. This was dead in the winter. And I went to him one day and I just said, you know what, Dad, I am bored. I just really want to just try something different. And he just told me, hey, join the Navy. So being 19, and I'm like, oh, this is, a really interesting experience. So literally, it was January of that year, and I left my home in February. I went to go stay with my mom for, I think it was like 2 or 3 months. So for those of you who have not been in the military, there is a program that you can or mandated, depending. You have to go into a program called the DEP program, right? So basically, DEP is your pre-military training previous to going to boot camp. So I was in DEP for like 6 months. It was quite a while. I was in there for a while. I ended up going to my DEP program far away from home because I had moved different locations. So I learned just basic stuff about the Navy. You learn your Sailor's Creed, you learn how to salute, you learn very basic things, how to dress, the lingo, what different lingos mean. You learn just literally the very basics. So for those of you who may be considering joining, just understand that you will be put into that kind of program. You will have to exercise. They will give you training. You will have to get your weight checked. You will have to do drug tests. They make sure that, before you go in the Navy, you're prepared. I think I had to lose like 20 pounds before I went in. I was actually, before I went to boot camp, I was the smallest I had ever been. I was literally 132. I'm probably hitting 165 right about now. So I've gained a lot of weight. I didn't have this double chin going in, 6 years ago. So yeah, I was like 132. I was like this big around. I was super, super small. And we were training, just hardcore training. I mean, we were going over sexual harassment. We were going over sailor stuff, sailor lingo, the directions of the ship. We were going over different carriers, different types of ships, their categories, what they do, when they were outdated, when they were made. I mean, we were going deep in like the history of the ships. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of boring for the most part, but the parts that were fun, they were really fun. Like we would kind of all have like a little competitive side, like when we would get together and we'd all have to see who can out Navy each other, basically. Like we made it pretty fun for the most part. So I left for boot camp in 2014, and I was very nervous, like anybody would be. It was just me, and it was beat into my head what to expect. So I was dropped off at the front of the building for boot camp. Literally walk in, and not even a millisecond, I'm being yelled at. Like somebody is like this in my face yelling at me. So it was just a crazy experience. And I didn't want my first live stream to be kind of about Military Mondays. About my boot camp experience, maybe next time. But my whole intention was to make it an introduction video. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. This video is an introduction video to Military Mondays. Got a little stank on it. But yes, so Military Mondays, I really just wanted to dedicate a small portion of my week. You know what? I've been out for over a year now, and I did serve for 6 years of my life. About 9 months of those 6 years were on deployment. So I do have deployment experience too. That's a whole nother series I can probably just go into or just talk about. Either your Navy, Army, National Guard, Air Force, Marines, whatever branch you are in or you were in, deployment is no joke. My experience is naval experience. So I was on a ship, but either you're Marine or, hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on, commercial break. There we go. We're back. My camera was like frozen. What the heck? All right, so going back to what I was saying. So my experience was naval experience, but I was with Marines. So deployment experience is a whole different ballgame, y'all. When I tell you it is like traveling to Jupiter, to Pluto, and then coming back to Earth, like that's literally how big the experience was for me. Now, previous to me going on deployment, I had traveled to many different countries before. I had been in Japan, I went to Korea, Singapore, Thailand, and Mexico all before deployment. And then going on deployment, I went to other countries, which I'll get into. I was about to say it, y'all about to catch me saying the countries now. Okay, don't try to trick me. So, all right, y'all can't trick me on this live cast now. Once again, I'm talking to myself, so that's okay. You know what? Somebody can watch this live. There's going to be a veteran out there. There's going to be an IG veteran out there, a Facebook veteran, whatever. All right. So to be honest, I don't know other people, and I'm sure there's probably like a million pages out there that are dedicated to veterans and doing this kind of thing. But I'm a woman veteran. So my experience, just apart from being a veteran and being active duty at one point, my experience is different as a woman veteran. So, my focus for Military Mondays is all walks of life, whether you're active duty, Navy, active duty Army, Marines, National Guard, Air Force, or Chair Force. That's what we kind of call them because they're Chair Force. It's their job. Anyway, just this little fun joke. Anybody from the Air Force, please don't sue me. Okay, this is a joke. It's a joke. All right. But yeah, so this is for all walks of life, whether you're separated, whether you're, on active reserve, inactive reserve, whatever your walk of life is, this is going to be the time. So before I left the military, I was an E5. Okay, I was not a chief. I was not a warrant. I was not an officer. I was just an E5. So, I wasn't like a seaman. I had a little bit of rank when I left, but that was it. I didn't take my E5 status and make it to where I was like, y'all. Yep, we're back. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. The camera keeps like freezing. Hold on, let me try to fix this. Give me like 2 seconds. Man, I'm failing so hard today at live streams. Y'all, I usually do pretty good. All right. Well, I'm just going to do what I can. I'm no expert in technology. Believe it or not. Being an IT tech does not mean you are a perfect technician. It just means you know how to work around computers. Okay? So my plan for Military Mondays is I'm going to do live streams on Mondays. And you don't have to be a veteran. You don't have to be active duty, anything. If you just want to hear the experience of being in the military, come join Military Mondays. I'm not going to limit the whole experience just being military. Like, I don't want anybody watching to be excluded. So if you just want to hear the experience and you want to exchange experiences or you have questions, that's why I'm here. I want to again, this whole channel is me just giving a little bit of myself. And everything that I talk about has been related to me at some point in my life. Either I'm in it, I have lived it, I am living it. Like, I'm not going to talk about things that I have not experienced. This is totally raw and organic. So for those of you who are watching and you think I'm lying, I'm going to just let my actions prove themselves. Okay, I don't have to prove myself to nobody but Jesus. Okay, let's just get that straight. I have one person to prove myself to, and it is nobody here watching these videos. I'm nice, I'm kind, but one thing I do not do is lie and mess around. I recently, this is off the grid. This is just me talking. This is off the grid. This is just me talking now. Man, I went on YouTube, and I'm not going to say the YouTuber's name. And if the YouTuber sees it, he probably knows who he is. I'm not going to say it. But there was somebody else, and I had never seen this person before. It came up in my recommended somehow. He made a whole video that this person was, again, this is off the grid, okay, that he was a false prophet. I was like, why would you want to, what is the point in putting somebody down? Like, what is the whole objective? You make a whole video putting somebody else down. And I've seen this person that they're speaking of on YouTube. So I literally watch them regularly. But they made a whole video trying to put them down. And that's just not my goal. I feel like if I want to do well on this YouTube channel, I don't have to put people down. I don't have to lie. Like, I don't have to lie and be someone that I'm not. I'm not going to ever pretend to be someone that I'm not. I may kind of dress up and look nice every once in a while, but I'm certainly not going to pretend like I'm somebody I'm not. I just can't do it. I can't have a conscience. I can't have a conscience for all my 40 subscribers to watch me and think that I'm lying. That's just not what I'm going to do. So that's just it. That's just where I'm at. So this is a new category that I'm going to be exploring. So be expecting a live stream every Monday. My goal is to do it around 7 p.m. And if for some reason I can do it earlier, then I will certainly do it earlier. I will go ahead and post it on my Instagram and Twitter. For those of you who follow me on there, I will make an announcement every time I do a live stream. Every time I do a video, you guys will be the first to know. So speaking of social media, again, this is another off the grid. This is totally unrelated, but I did finally get out from under my rock and make a Twitter and Instagram. So in the description, and I'm going to say it one more time, in the description, you will find my social media information. If you guys can at some point, and I'm only going to ask, you don't have to, I'm just asking. Please feel free and please be open to following me on Instagram and Twitter. I will post on Twitter every day, and it's just going to be what I feel, my spirit, my heart tell me to write. Okay, it's not going to be a planned quote of the day. It's just going to be what I feel on my spirit, what I feel on my heart. So I will be posting on Twitter every day and Instagram every day. So you will see a post on Instagram every day. Twitter, sometimes multiple times a day. But we'll just have to see. Again, I do have to go to school, so my priorities are going to be with school. I'm not going to make social media my job. I'm not at that point yet. So school is a priority for me. Let me fix myself. I feel like that's probably good. That's a good distance. I feel like I'm so far. I'm to my camera. Oh, that's better. Much better. Wow. I was looking like a whole nightlight, y'all. Looking like I was glowing in the dark. All right, that's good enough. I'm going to leave it right there. Wow. I was just going to notice. That was so bright. Man, y'all going to have to forgive me. I'm so tired today. Today was the first day of spring break. Today was the first day after spring break. So my spring break was last week, and I'm so tired. I think just getting up early was definitely a big thing for me. So, all right, I'm going to keep this live stream short. But again, this is just a live stream, just kind of introducing my Military Mondays. So keep an eye out for that. I will make a video as well for Military Mondays. I'm not going to make one today. It's because I've already done a 17-minute live stream. So just for this Monday, not going to post a video. But every Monday following, I will post a video and do a live stream. But on that note, I hope everybody who's watching that has been in the military or knows someone who has been in, thank you for your service. It's always refreshing to me when I meet other veterans, when I meet or just retired, separated, whatever your status is, it's refreshing. It's literally, it's just an experience. You know, there's a certain feeling you get when you meet someone who's been in service. It's like you guys connect on this natural level, you know, physiologically. It's just a weird connection. So for those of you who are watching, go ahead and leave a shout out or leave a comment saying what branch you were in, where you were served. Let me know. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe at the bottom, please, and put the little bell on so you know when I post a video. But on that note, all right, everybody, God bless you.